iCloud. There we go.
Do you need music?
Yeah, we got this some music. That's it. Okay. And march again. March it out. That's it. Uno, dos, uno, dos. And if you can jump like Lucia, then you don't need to be in this class. That's it. Uno, dos. Now, climb the ladder. Vamos a, we're going to climb the ladder. Escalar. Yeah, that's it. Up. That's good. Lift, lifting the knee, lift your arm, lift the knee, lift the arm. And then march it out, march it out. Too rápido, sí. Okay, if you want to go fast, you do it like Lucia, and if you want to go slow, you do it like me. Si ellos quieren hacer rápido, si pueden seguir aquí, y si quieren hacer lentos, van a seguir a mí. Entonces tú corres. Eso. That's it. Muy bien. Okay, bring it into a heel dig. Pon tu talón adelante, así. Yeah, heel dig. Push your arms forward. Empuje los brazos hacia adelante. Poof, poof. That's it. Muy bien. Okay, now tap to the side. Right, left. To the side. A un lado. That's it. Boom, boom, boom. Eso. Boom, boom. Good, good, good. Okay, walk, walk forward. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Tap. 1, 2, 3, 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 tap. One more time. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. March it on the spot. Hold it down here. March it out. Down, down, down. That's it. Good. Okay, now open your legs wide. Lucia, this is a nice one. Mira, así hagas un círculo con la cadera. Make a big circle with your hips. Eso. Round and round. That's a big circle. Oh. And then change direction. Cambia la dirección. Así. Oh. And around. Oh. And then side to side. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Mira, wiggle de. Mueve tu cadera. Muévelo, muévelo, muévelo. Muévelo, muévelo. That's it. Okay, march it out. Yes, so good. Okay, now we're going to make a circle with our upper body. So bring your hands in front as if you're holding on to hugging a tree, and then circle your chest. Mueve el pecho. Puedes mover este pecho. That's good. Making a circle and then change direction. So we go from one side to the front, to the side, to the back, front, side, back. That's good. And then march again. March it out. March, march, march. Okay, from here, standing up nice and tall, bring your legs to a standstill. We're going to roll down. We're going to bring the chin to the chest, shoulders come forward. Vamos, enrollamos hasta abajo. And then we're going to roll up. Roll hacia arriba. Arriba, 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 arriba. Y con los brazos arriba, arms up. And then we're going to roll down. Down we go. Down, 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 down. That's it. And then we're going to roll up. Bend your knees, put the weight into your heels. The last thing to come up is the chin away from the chest. Good. Bring the arms all the way up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale all the way up. That's it. Good. Okay, march it out again. That's it. March it, march it, march. Good. Okay, we're going to step to the side, 2 taps to the side, 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 side. Oops. That's it. Side, side. Muy bien. Side, side, side. And then march it on the spot. March it out. And then we're going to add in a V step. So we're going to go right, left with a nice wide step. Nina. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Open, wide, narrow, narrow. That's it. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Wide, wide, and then change legs. With the left leg, wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Wide, narrow, narrow. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Wide, wide, march it on the spot. Hold it here, march it out. March, 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 march. That's good. Now taking a nice big march. So you're going to stand tall and you're going to lift the knee a little bit higher. Yes. Sí. Yo estoy muy contenta que estás en mi clase. Sí. Muchas gracias por ayudarme. Enseñar a las señoras y los señores cómo va.
Yo les estoy enseñando, ¿verdad?
Yeah. Lou's very happy that she's showing you all how to do the exercises.
Escuche. Hola. Hola.
That's good. March it out, please. March, march.
March.
Pull your abdominals in nice and tight and stand tall. Lengthen up. That's it. Okay, so now we're going to take a little squat to the right and a little squat to the left. Here we go. Squat. Squat. Good. Squat. Squat. Eso. Muy bien. Squat. That's it. Little squat. Little squat to the right. Little squat to the left. Little squat to the right. Little squat to the left. 2 more. 2 more. Good. 1 more. And march it out. Whew, I don't know about you, but I'm warmed up. Okay. So we're going to grab our weights and we're going to start the exercises. So.
Primero me enseñas.
Yeah. Okay. So with your weights, we're going to do bicep curl, tricep, bicep curl, tricep. Okay. So standing nice and tall, pull your abdominals in. So we're going to curl, hand up to the fist, and then push all the way up behind. Off we go. Here's 1, 2, 3. That's it. 4. Making sure you're standing tall. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's just do 10. 10. Rest it there. Good. Now take 1 foot out in front, right leg forward, and we're going to take the arms out to the side. So we're coming to shoulder level with the weights, working into our shoulders. Off we go. Up to the side. 1, oops, 2. That's it. 3. That's it. 4. Can you count? 5. Que sigue. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, I think she banged her finger. Okay, then we're going to come back to the bicep curl again. So here we go. Bring the arms into a bicep and a tricep. Ready?
Fine.
You're fine? Oh, very good. So bicep, here we go for 10. Bicep curl and then extend out behind. Bicep curl, extend behind. Bicep curl, push back. Bicep curl, push back. 4. Here's 5. We're just doing 10, nice and slow. So it's controlled.
No me dolió.
8, 9, and 10. Good. Take your left leg forward now, leaning very slightly forward, and we're going to lift up to the side. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, just your shoulders. 3, nice. Hacia el hombro, mira. 7, 8, 9, controlling all your movements, and 10. Rest it down. Good. March the legs. Keep your weights. Keep your weights. Just move your legs.
Dejo aquí estos tornillos.
Okay. Now legs come wide with your weights, and we're going to take it into a wide squat. So the hips going back, chin stays parallel with the floor. Ready, down we go. Slowly, slowly down, and slowly up. Slowly down, slowly up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay, hold it here. Keeping your weights on your thighs. We're just going to do little pulses. Keeping the weights resting on your thighs, up and down, up and down. Make sure that your legs are out wide and that the knees are in line with your heels, not over the toes. Just very small, very small, very small. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk the feet back together, shake out the legs. Keep the weights in hand. Good. Okay. We're going to do that again. Legs out wide. We're going to come down, up and down for 10, and then we're going to pulse for 20. Ready? Here we go. Take it down. 1, and up. Down. 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now we're going to hold the legs wide and we're going to do little pulses. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you're up nice and tall. Pull the abdominals. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 10, 9,
Mira, el que
8,
ya terminó, el que ya terminó se sienta aquí.
3, 2, 1. Good. Stand up, shake out the legs. Shake out, shake out, shake out. Good. Excellent. Okay, from there, take your weights, please.
¿Ya terminaste?
And we're going to push up
¿Ya
over the head.
terminaste para sentarte aquí? Okay.
So we're going to push up over the head, pushing over to the side, over to the side. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the abdominals in nice and tight to secure your posture. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, hold it there. Now we're going to push across the front of the body. Same sort of thing. Ready? Here we go. Twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more.
Los tornillos.
9,
Pongo aquí
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it. Good. Rest it. Shake out the legs. Good. We're going to do the same. Ready. Legs wide, so you have a nice strong base, standing up nice and tall. And as you go to the side, we're working into the waist, so keeping the abdominals in nice and tight. Ready, off we go. Punch it up, right to left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Now we're going to come across the body. Ready? Here we go with a little twist. 1, 2. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Knees are bent. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good, good. Bring the legs together, roll out the shoulders. Keeping up nice and tall, lifting the ears away from the shoulders, just rolling back. Good. Keeping lengthened. Hang on. Be careful, Luke, because it's going to fall.
¿Qué pasó?
That's it.
¿Qué vas a hacer?
That's okay. Okay, now from there, we're going to come back into the legs. I want you to step back. We're going to step back and together, step back. Still with your weights in your hands. Okay, ready? Here we go. No puedo mover el pie. Step back, together. Step back, together. No puedo. No puedo. So back we go. Back we go. And so 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. March it out, march it out. Good. That's it. It's getting the back chain engaged. Now, continuing with the back chain, weights in hand. We're going to lift the arms straight out behind us. Ready? Here we go. Lift back. 1, 2, 3. Good. Keeping up really nice and tall. Rotating your shoulders. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Rest it there. Roll out the shoulders. Perfect. So we're going to come back to the leg touching back. So when you take the leg back, you want to move the weight slightly onto that back foot and then back together slightly onto that back foot. Okay, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, good. 5, 6. All the weight comes onto your front heel. 7, 8, front heel. 9, front heel. Good. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and last one, 20. Good. Standing tall, reassuming your posture, lifting up, pull the abdominals in, and we're going to take the arms out behind. Squeezing shoulder blades together. Ready? Here we go. Go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and rest it out. 20. Good. Roll out the shoulders. Good. Pop your weights down, please. And we're going to do a little bit of cardio. So with our cardio, we're going to come into half jacks. Ready? After the side, off we go. Up and up. Now remember, if you want to take the heart rate a little bit higher, just bring the arms up. Okay. Insert. So you can choose. Keep the arms low. Okay, take the arms up. Insert. Touch. And touch. And touch. And touch. Good. Keep it going. Keep it going. Insert. Excellent. That's it. Keep tapping, keep tapping, keep tapping. Just for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. March it out. March it out. Good. Okay. Taking your legs nice and wide. I'm sorry, grab your weights. Let me find my weights. So this time we're going to do our narrow squats, but I want you to do a narrow squat and then balance. So you're going to sit back and then stand up on one leg. Okay, balancing with your weights in hand. If you need a little bit of support, you can always reach to the side or have a chair in front of you to give you that extra support if needed. So here we go, squat down, squat with the weight on the heels, and then as you stand up, lift the knee. Squat down, take it nice and slow. 2, 3, good, sit back, stand up. 4, chin stays parallel with the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8, good, 9, 10, let's do another 10, 11, 12, using your abdominals to help stabilize, to help keep your balance. 14, 15, good, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good, well done. Shake out the legs. Now from there, take one weight and you're going to hold on to the weight and we're going to come up onto our tiptoes, taking the arms all the way up over the head. Okay, so ready? Here we go, up onto the tippy toes, all the way up, lifting the arms, so we're getting the back chain all the way through the body. 5, good. 6, keeping the shoulders relaxed, standing nice and tall. 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do another 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, up we go. Good, and rest it down. So on that exercise, you should feel all the muscles, all your postural muscles of your back tightening up, which helps you stand tall, preventing this sort of posture. Okay, we're going to come back to the squats. We're only going to do 10, you'll be happy to hear. Squats, knee lift. Okay, so keeping the weights in the hands, so you have the weight to lift against. Ready? Here we go. Sit back, back, stand tall. 1. Sit back, stand up. 2. Sit back, stand up. 3. Sit back, stand up. 4. 5. 6. Good. 7. Last 3. 8. 9. Last 1. 10. Good. Pop one weight down, and then we're going to come up onto the tippy toes. So standing tall, feet even, feet hip distance apart. Ready? Off we go. Standing all the way up, taking the arms in line with the ears. 1 and 2. Good. And 3. Bring all the muscles through your back, tightening up. 4. 5. Excellent. 6. Good. 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Excellent, well done, very good. Okay, keeping the one weight in your hand, standing with a nice strong base of the legs, so your feet are hip distance apart. We're going to take the arms into a figure of 8 motion. So the idea here is that you're going to come forward, but try not to lean forward into the motion. Okay, so we're using the abdominal muscles to support, and we're going to come up, down and round, up, down and round. That's it. Good. Now use the abdominals. As you go up, you'll feel the abdominals tightening, wanting to support the posture. As you go down, control it. Try not to let the weight pull you down. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Now hold the weight out in front. And we're going to, like we did on Wednesday, we're going to come to the side. Twist, twist, center, twist, twist, center. And as we do this, the hips are staying absolutely, imagine 2 headlights on your hips. They stay facing forward. Ready? Here we go. Twist, twist. 1 and 2. We're just going to do 10 of these. Good. Here's 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, 9, and last one, 10. Good. Relax the arms. Good. Well done. Give them a little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Excellent. We're going to come back to the kayaking. This time, I want you to change the direction. How does that work? So you were probably going like so. So now we're going to turn it around. So you're going backward and backward. Okay, off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the elbows going back behind. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Great. And now we'll do 10 to the side, 10 to the 10, 10, 10. Just 10. Ready? Here we go. Twist, twist. Keep the headlights facing forward. You're just twisting in the waist. You're using the abdominals to control your movement. Good. Take it side, side, and center. Side, side, and center. Side, side, and center. Side, side. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Rest at that. Excellent. Roll out the shoulders. Place the weights down. And we're going to climb the ladder. Okay, today we're going to finish on the floor. Okay, so ready? Here we go. Lifting opposite arm to knee. Bring it up. And up, and up, and up. Lift, 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 lift. Good. So a little bit of cardio. So bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Good. Lift, 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 lift. Inside. Keep it going. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. So you should feel the heart rate coming up. Bring it nice and warm. Rush through the body. As the blood rushes through to the muscles. Keep it going for another 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, well done. Rest it there. Now, of course, we always have options, so we're going to go to the floor. And now we're going to do on the floor. I want you to place yourselves in the box position. Now, of course, you can do this leaning over a chair. Okay, and we're going to extend opposite arm to leg. So you know the options. So I have another playmate here. So we're going to do opposite arm to leg extending, leaning over a chair, table, or on the floor. Ready, off we go, 20. Now, as you do this motion, make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. And you're bringing the hand, returning the hand underneath the shoulder. So you're keeping a nice box position. If you're standing, you're bringing your heel back underneath your hip with your knees bent. Here's 11, 12. Keep the abdominals pulled in tight. 14, 15, 16, 17. Using the abdominals for balance. 19 and 20. If you're standing, roll yourself slowly up to a standing position. If you want here, just extend your arms out to stretch out your spine. Okay, if you can sit back, depending on your knees, if you can sit back over the heels, you can sit back. Now, if you're standing, lean forward over the seat of your chair or table or whatever you're using for support, and everybody place your fingertips on the floor. So just your fingertips lifting up the palm of your hand and feel the stretch deepen into your back. Good, hold it, hold it, hold it. If you're standing, roll yourselves up to standing position. And it's good. If you're on the floor, just coming back to that box position because we're going to repeat that same movement. So roll yourselves back down over your chair or table, or assume your position on the floor with your hands underneath your shoulders, shoulders away from the ears, knees and hips in line, ready, extended out, off we go. Stretch, 1, 2, good, 3. Keep the abdominals in tight to help stabilize. 7, keep the neck long, shoulders away from the ears. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. If you're standing, roll yourselves up to standing. If you're on the floor, you can just stretch out again, place the fingertips on the floor, lifting up the palm of your hand, increasing the stretch into your back. Good. Now, if you're standing, come to a seated position on your chair, or if you're on the floor, lie on your back. Make sure you have your stretch strap nearby. And we're going to do our last exercise, and then we're going to stretch. Okay, so lying down. I want you here to place your, if you're seated, you're going to lean back, sit on the very edge of the chair and lean back. And you're going to sit forward, sit tall. Okay, so from a leaning back, this is if you're seated on a chair, you're going to lean back and sit tall. Okay, we're going in kind of the opposite direction. We're curling up. All right, now as you curl up, very important if you're on the floor to keep a neutral spine. Do not let your lower lumbar spine touch the floor. Find that neutral, natural position, pull the abdominals in and hold it there. Okay, ready? Here we go. So either sit tall or curl up. Ready? Go. 1 and 2. Good. 3, 4. Keeping your knees bent, feet flat on the floor if you're on the floor. Yeah. Just to support your lower back. Good. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Rest it down. Come to a seat, proper, comfortable seat position if you're on the seat, and just lie and relax if you're on the floor. Okay, we're going to repeat, and then we're going to go into our stretch. Okay, so just a reminder, if you're on the chair, to so you're rounding your back, and then you're going to lengthen out, taking the crown of the head up to the ceiling, So you're going from a curl position to a seated tall position, where we're coming from a lying flat position to a curling up. So we're sort of doing the opposite movements. But let's go for our next 20, and then we're going to take it into the stretch. So neutral spine for those of you on the floor, with that natural curve in your lower back. So the lumbar spine should be very slightly elevated from the floor, using your abdominals to maintain that curve, that natural curve in the back. And there should be no movement in the lower back as you curl up. All right, ready? Chin toward the chest, neck nice and long, shoulders away from the ears, curl it up, go. And you don't need to lift very high. Just pulling the navel into the spine, pulling your belly button to the spine as you curl up, exhaling as you come up, inhale as you go down, or exhale as you sit tall, inhale as you roll back to the back of the chair. There's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Rest it there. Okay. So grab your stretch strap, please, and sitting in a chair or lying on your backs. Take your foot into the strap, you know the routine. If you're on the floor, make sure your supporting leg, it can start bent, and then you can extend it out along the floor. Those of you on the floor. Okay, leg up in the or out in front, extending through the heel, flexing the foot, feeling a nice long deep stretch all the way through your hamstring muscle. Good, nice long stretch. Hold it there, breathe into it, really let the muscles release. Good, letting everything sink, your back, your hips. Feel relaxed as you're extending, leaning forward if you're seated. Now take the leg out to the side, please. Good. If you're seated in a chair, remember you're rolling the hip very slightly forward. If you're lying on the floor, try and keep both hips as best as possible in contact with the floor. Good, bring the leg up and over to the other side. This time, if you're on the floor, the hip can twist out. Well, even in the seated position, you're leaning back. If you're seated, into the back of the chair. Good. Then from there, bring the leg up, bring the ankle across the opposite knee. So you're either leaning forward if you're seated, or you're pulling the leg in if you are lying on the floor. Doing a nice big stretch all the way through the buttock, outer thigh area. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And then release it, change sides. So stepping the other foot in. That's it. Extending the leg out, pushing the heel away, creating that nice big long stretch all the way through the back of your leg. Good, hold it there, stretching, leaning forward or pulling the leg in. Hold it, hold it, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the leg out to the side. If you're seated, roll your hip forward slightly. If you're on the floor, try and keep both hips as best as possible in contact with the floor. Hold that stretch again for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it up and over to the other side. Good. Hold that stretch. And then bring the leg up, bring the ankle over the knee. Good, lean forward or pull the leg in, feeling the stretch through the buttock, outer thigh area. That's it. Very nice. Hold it for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it. Now from there, either come to a standing position or roll on your side. If you're standing, taking hold of something to help you balance, take hold of your ankle, pull the leg back so your knees should be in line, and tighten your buttock to increase the stretch all the way through front thigh. And release it. Change sides, please. That's it, feeling again that nice big stretch all the way through front thigh. Good, keep it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it. Okay, everybody come up to your feet. Take your time. Take your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, feel the stretch through the front of the chest. Good, take one arm across the front of the body, keeping the shoulder down. Good, reaching the arm away, ease the tricep into the body. And change sides. Good, and release it. Take one arm down the center of the back. Use the elbow across or push it back. Make sure your knees are soft, so we're not locking out and changing our posture. Keep the knees soft, so we have a nice tall posture. Change sides. That's it. Release it. Good. Take a nice big deep breath in. Inhale all the way up. Exhale down. And again, breathing it up. Exhale down. One last time, breathing it up. And shake it all out. Well done. I have to apologize. My assistant today has to go and get ready for school. That's why she left us. I hope you all have a gorgeous, gorgeous day, and I'll see you from Canada.
I'll show the baby.
Oh, now he is.
Yes.
You want to say goodbye to everybody?
Goodbye. Oh, look.
Oh, and this is my little goddaughter. Julia.
Oh, aren't you lucky?
I am very, very lucky.
Yeah.
Cámara nueva.
This is her new jacket.
Oh,
It's
very
very
pretty.
Wow.
Lucy's new jacket to go to school.
Oh, she's gonna get her hair done. Vamos.
Lisa, are you still in Mexico?
I'm in Mexico City at this moment, and then this
Ah,
afternoon I fly to Vancouver, and I'm in Vancouver for the weekend, and then up in Squamish for the week, and then back home. But I'll still be doing class at 6 o'clock.
wow, wonderful. Well, welcome to Canada.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like the
Thank you, all of you. All of
So
you
do
now.
we still see you Monday?
Yes. Yep.
Wow. Impressive.
Yes. Very
Bye-bye,
early.
Lisa. See you.
Okay,
Thank you.
we'll see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Lydia.
Mum,
Bye,
is
Dad.
Marion
gorgeous.
there? Can my
Marion?
godmother meet my goddaughter?
Yes, hang on. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a lovely idea. Wait a minute. And,
Enjoy your class, Brian.
Okay, see you in the morning.
Yes,
I
you,
hope so.
yes, I didn't advertise your stretch, but they'll be there.
Marion, Lisa wants to introduce you to her goddaughter.
My great goddaughter.
Your great goddaughter. Are you still there, Lisa? Can you move?
Yeah.
This way.
This is probably how old I was when you helped. me.
Hello.
This is Julia.
Bit further.
She's
Who-
4 months
What's her
old.
name?
Almost 4. Julia. Julia.
My little sister, older sister,
months.
took part in the class. The 3-year-old.
Oh, what fun. She's gorgeous.
Isn't she? This is Mama. Here's Mama.
Hi.
Hi there.
Nice meeting you.
And you. And your lovely baby.
You.
Yeah. Oh,
Hi,
look.
Lisa.
Hi, Shields.
We.
She's down in Mexico City. And the 3-year-old did the class with Lisa.
Oh, did she? Oh, sweet.
She kept.
Very fun.
How old is she, Lisa?
She's almost 4 months old.
Oh.
Yeah, lovely age. Lovely age.
So where are you now? Vancouver?
Yeah.
No, she's
Mexico.
Oh, right. We're en route to Vancouver.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I
Yeah.
fly at 5 o'clock this afternoon. And you just have to
Ah.
see, you have to see the view out of the window here. It's lovely. We're right on the edge of a park in Estefania's house. And there's a little street market.
Oh, how
Oh, gosh, how
gorgeous. That wasn't the park we walked through
Mexico
in
City.
Mexico City. Did
No, there's
No.
lots of
Oh, no, it's, I'm thinking one in Pinos with the market stalls. That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, yeah, but there's all the way around the park, and there's a little play area. Of course, everybody has to be very careful with COVID, but yeah, everybody's wearing masks down there, as you can see, maybe or not.
Not quite, not quite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I hope
Um,
you've got some woolies to pull on before you get there.
Yeah, no, it's going to be very chilly.
It's very hot here. It's lovely.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, well, enjoy your afternoon.
We will. Look at those eyes.
Well, Mama has blue eyes too.
Yeah. Really
Great big blue
gorgeous.
eyes.
Well, happy time.
Happy time.
Yes, very. Have a lovely day. Well, enjoy yourself. Bye-bye. That's all.
Bye. Safe
Bye.
journey. Safe journey.
Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, I don't know. I will see what we're doing, but I hope so.
Oh.
Bye-bye, Dad.
All right.
Bye. Bye.
Yes.
Are you still recording, Lisa?
Right. Oh, well. Okay. Bye.
meeting for all.
Bye.